It's Monday. That means it's time for another weekly What Sold video. Y'all, I told you that business was picking back up. I sold $355.94 worth of stuff last week. If you're new here, hi, I'm Taylor. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I flip stuff on eBay on the side for profit. I post one of these every Monday, and last week I sold 10 items. So without further ado, let's begin. The first thing I sold was one of my bad buys. It was this pair of Dansko slingback heels. Y'all, I paid $39.38 for these. I did end up selling them for $65, so I did make a profit. Next up is another bad buy. Both of these last pair of shoes were bad buys from the online liquidation auction place. If you're unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, the first video I posted talks about this. I paid $25.58 for this pair of Asics running shoes, and I sold them for $28.48. So due to eBay fees, I actually lost money on these. I bought this Tommy Bahama silk shirt for $7.70, and I sold it for $24.49. This pair of loop earbuds were found at a local bin store by a family member of mine for $1 and donated to my store, and I sold them for $12. I bought this Mom Push brand Chico, however you pronounce it, car seat converter for a stroller for $5.36 at my bin store on $5 day, and I sold it for $26.99. This is the most exciting item. This vintage Coach bag from the early 2000s was donated to my store by my mom, who's been holding on to these for a long time, and it sold in just a few hours for $110. This pair of binoculars is the worst thing I've ever purchased at that online liquidator. I bought these for $63.81, thinking they'd sell for over $100, but unfortunately the value of these dropped significantly on Amazon over the last few months, so I ended up having to sell them for $29. And over the weekend I sold this PGA set. It's for golfing. It has a skirt and a matching quarter zip t-shirt. I normally would not sell this brand, but I figured because it's in a set and I only paid $4.90 for the set that it would sell quickly, and it did. It sold in a couple of months for $34.49. I found this brand new pair of white Levi 711s at my local thrift store for $5.45, and I sold them for $25.49. And last and least, I have this smart remote that was purchased at a bin store by a family member, donated to my store, and I sold it for $6.52. Again, my gross total was $355.94. My net total was $296.24, but if you take out cost of goods, my actual total is $144.06. Although I'm still happy with that total, that is the reality of beginner reselling. You are going to make mistakes. If you are interested in seeing a more detailed insight into my reselling journey, please go ahead and check out my YouTube channel. Have a great reselling week. Bye!